Hi there besties, welcome back again to my channel. If you're just seeing me for the first time, this is Tab Tessa channel. So besties, in today's tutorial I'm going to be teaching you all how to cut and sew this luxury bubu gown with a bias tape. Yes, so without further ado, let's get right into the video. So I'll be using this Ankara to recreate this style, guys. You'll be needing about 3 yards of Ankara fabric. You'll be needing your chalk, your tape, and don't forget your scissors. So let's get right into the video. So I went ahead to fold my Ankara because the length I'll be using for this style is about 58 inches. Normally an Ankara comes by 45, so if you want a lesser length you can actually fold the normal way, but I folded the other way, and I'll be cutting my back and my front separately like that. So I went ahead to first of all mark out a starting line. Don't forget to mark out the starting line. From there you are going to take all other measurements. So after marking my starting line, I went ahead to mark my neck width. I'm sorry you cannot see what I'm marking there, but I'll just be explaining. I marked neck width of about 3 inches. I came down by 1 inches, which is for the back, and then went ahead to come down again by 8 inches for the v-neck at the front, because I will also be marking my front neckline as well. So I'm going to connect that v now to the 3 inches neck width I marked at my starting line, like so. So after doing that, I am going to be marking my shoulder, my shoulder line, and my shoulder line is about 8 inches. Yours might be 7.5 or even 7, but whatever yours is, just mark it down. And I'll be marking extra 12 inches for the sleeve of this my Ankara Bubu gown, like so, guys. So after doing that, I'm going to be coming down by 1 inch for the shoulder slope. After coming down by 1 inch for my shoulder slope, I'm going to be connecting it to that shoulder point I marked, to the 8 inches I marked earlier. I'm going to be connecting it like this. 1 inch is actually okay, but if you want to do 1.5, nah, but 1 inch is actually perfect. So I went ahead to come down by 10 inches for my sleeve opening for this Ankara Bubu, and then I marked my line like so, and I also connected it upwards like this. So guys, after marking the sleeve length, you're going to come down by 10 inches for your sleeve opening. Please do not forget that, guys. On that mark that I made earlier, I'm going to be taking my hip divided by 4 inches. So mark your hip divided by 4 inches, and we're going to be adding ease, and I'm going to be using 4 inches for the ease of this dress, and I'll be adding extra 1 inches for allowance. That's making it 5 inches. So which means I marked my my hip divided by 4, and I added extra 5 inches, which is 4 inches for ease and 1 inches for allowance, guys. I hope we all understand that. So you're going to mark what you have there, and before that I'm going to be marking the full length of this dress. I'm going to be using length 58 for this dress because I don't want it too long, like so. I don't want it too long, guys. So I am also going to be marking. You're going to take what you have on that place you marked your hip, and you added 5 inches. We are going to be placing our tape, and we are going to be marking it all the way down to the full length of this dress. So just watch what I'm doing. So like I explained earlier, we are going to be marking it down all the way down to the full length of our dress, besties. After marking it down, we're going to be connecting the lines like so. We're going to be connecting it downwards to the full length of our dress. Now after doing that, we'll go back again to the sleeve opening area, and we're going to be blending it out like this. Just try and make a curve, just try and make a curve here so that it looks okay. And now we proceed to cut. So this is it after I have cut it out, and I'll be placing this on the back piece of my boo. So guys, I folded another material again into four, and I'm just going into two, sorry, and I'm going to be cutting it out. Yeah, exactly like the first one. The only difference is that I'm going to be cutting the back neck of this Ankara Bubu as well. So guys, after cutting out, I'm going to be cutting away the back neck of this Ankara firstly, and I'm going to be taking this one out. And now the one that we have our chalk on it, I'm going to be cutting out the V-neck out, because you guys know that the front of this Ankara has a V neckline, and I'm going to be opening up like this, and this is how it looks like. So we're going to go ahead now to cut facing for both the front and the back of our Ankara Bubu. Now besties, I've gone ahead to cut facing for my back neck. This is how it looks like, and I'm going to be sewing it down with 0.5. I'm also going to be top stitching it also on the right side, and this is my front. And I've also gone ahead to cut facing for my front as well, and I will be stitching down with 0.5 as well. And after stitching, I'm also going to be notching it, giving it tiny notches so that I can flip over to the other side, guys. Besties, this is my front neckline. It's so relaxed and so fine. I went ahead to give it a good press as well. Make sure to always iron. You know, I tell you to always iron when you are sewing as well. So this is my front neck as well. I haven't given it a top stitch here, but I just wanted to show you guys how it looked like. And now we are going to be working on the sleeve of this our Ankara. We are going to be folding it. So after folding the sleeve area, I'm going to be marking where I'm going to put my pockets for my Ankara. So you're going to place your tape at the beginning of your Ankara, which is the shoulder, and we're going to be coming down by our waist points. Yes, so normally I do my waist point, and I'm going to add extra 1 inch. So your waist point, for example, waist point is 16. How to know your waist point is from your shoulder to your waist. So if your waist point is like 16, you're going to add extra 1 inch, which is 17, and that is going to be the point where you are going to insert your pocket, guys. So I'm just folding it together so that I can notch them all together. I don't want to do it separately. I just want to make a mark, a small notch there, so I will know that all this is where I am going to insert my pockets and I don't make a mistake. So to make sure I get the accurate measurement, I just decided to measure it again, and I'm going to be using my scissors to notch that area for my pocket. So this is my pocket, and I'll be right back to show you. So besties, after stitching down my pocket, I'm going to, from the hem of this my Ankara, I'm going to be marking going up by 2 inches, which is for the hemi allowance, because you know that this gown has a slit. So before actually stitching both the back and the front piece of our Ankara, we're going to be measuring where we want our slit to start. So I went ahead to come up after the 2 inches I marked. I came up with extra 10 inches, which is making it 12 inches altogether. 10 inches for my slit and 2 inches for the hemi allowance. So we are going to stop at this point that I mark here, and we're going to be stitching our gown down with about 1 inch allowance. Now this is my dress after I have stitched down with 1 inch with my 1 inch allowance. I am going to be folding this side for the slit. I'm going to be folding it neatly like this. Just watch how I am going to be folding it. You are just going to fold it neatly. I'm sorry you cannot see the end of this my Ankara. I didn't actually know it wasn't recording to the end like so, but I was actually folding the slit area so that I can stitch down. So I can stitch down, and I'm just notching here. I'm actually notching the armhole area, you know, the armhole area, so that when I bring it out, I'll be able to iron it well and it doesn't squeeze. So now we're going to be closing up our sleeves and folding the hem of this our Ankara Bubu, and I'll be right back to show you guys how it looks like. So I'll be using this velvet bias, this shiny velvet bias, and I actually have 6 yards here. So from my sleeve I'm going to be going up by 3 inches. So that is where I'm going to be placing this my velvet bias tape on the 3 inches I went up with, and the excess at the side I'll be using about 10 inches, which is the excess of velvet at the side. So you can actually do more if you want yours longer, but I think 10 inches, yeah, it's okay for me. So if you want more you can do more. So from this first velvet I'm going to be going up by 1 inch. Yes, I'm going to be going up by 1 inch, guys, and I'll also stitch that down. And yeah, so this is it after I have stitched down. I also did the same thing for the back as well. Just follow the line, guys, and the same process you did for the first side, do it for the back as well. So I had to place my phone somewhere higher so you guys will be able to see how it looks like. So I've stitched both the front and the back my velvet bias tape, and for this my sleeve, if you guys remember, there's also a velvet bias tape there at the sleeve area. So the length of which I have here is 20 inches, and I'm going to be stitching that down at the joining area of my sleeve. I'm going to stitch that down, and yes, I will do the same thing for the other side as well. So this is how it looks like when I tried it on. It's so fine. This is the result, guys. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section below, and I promise I'll be replying as soon as possible. So tell me, will you be trying this? Will you be trying this tutorial? Please let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel also, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, and see you in my next video.